Hi there, everyone. I hope that you are having a fantastic evening here on the West. It is shortly after 5 o'clock, and out East, it's 8 o'clock. And for those that don't normally get to watch our programming because it's in the middle of the afternoon or it might be in the morning, I thank you so much for being here. I am Seth with Sail with Seth, and we have such a fun event happening this evening. And I, for one, am a complete cruise nerd. I don't have to tell you that, right? You have been with me through the pandemic. You have been with me on a Holland America line, and you are now going to be with me on a lot of other cruise lines that we have here sailing around the world. But the most iconic of them all truly is Cunard. If you have never been on a Cunard Queen, there is nothing like it. I mean, truly, it is the oldest cruise line in the world, 180 plus years of celebrating. And I will say that they take you around the world. So first off, let's talk about the itineraries that focus in on a Sail with Seth sailing. Our first one is going to be on June 20th through the 30th, and this is going to be on Queen Elizabeth. It is round trip Vancouver, Canada. It stops in Juneau, in Skagway, Sitka, and Ketchikan. You have a full day in Victoria, not like other cruise lines where you have a few hours. You have the entire day. Plus, you are at two glaciers. You don't find that anywhere. You're at Hubbard Glacier and you are at Glacier Bay. In the fall, we cruise on Queen Mary 2 out of Canada, New England. This also iconic sail away out of New York City, a day at sea. You're at Halifax, you're at sea, 2 stops in Quebec before arriving in Quebec City in Canada, and you are there for an overnight. And I will tell you that overnight is going to be jam-packed full of fun here as Queen Mary 2 sails into Quebec City in Canada. Again, the Queens are a world unto themselves, and I will say that it truly is a absolute gorgeous way to see the world. So with that said, I want to bring in my friend. It's Amanda from Cunard. And Amanda, it is so good to have you with us this evening. Thank you for making time out of your night.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor. I love, talking about Cunard. So happy to be here.
So Amanda, in a few words, how do you describe Cunard? How do you describe what life is like and what cruising is like on board that ship?
Sure. So, I could go on and on about it forever. I could
Right.
talk all night. I love, like I said, love talking about Cunard, but I think it really comes back to our brand pillars, which I think we'll talk about in a little bit, where we want, people to feel special, be inspired. And really the key pillar of the three is the freedom. We give guests the freedom to do as much or as little as they like, the freedom to dress up or be casual and relaxed, but really special, inspired, and free. It's just, and I love special too, that one, because every single day is so incredible on
Right.
board one of our ships.
Yeah. So I want to let everyone know that, yes, it is, I guess we could say we're in the holiday season, right? And Cunard's colorful red really pops out at the holidays. So Amanda, also known as Santa Claus herself, Mrs. Claus, I guess, she is having a wide variety of prizes that we will be giving away here towards the end of our presentation. So you've got to stick around, and then we will be giving out some very, very cool Cunard gear. Let's start things off by talking about how rich your history is, Amanda.
Oh, sure. I mean, our legacy is unrivaled, right? We're this year celebrating 182 years of bringing people together, celebrating around the globe. It all started with the transatlantic crossing. And although we are a historic brand, of course, a brand doesn't stay in business for over 180 years by doing the same thing. We evolve, we bring guests the best of luxury today. And it is so exciting to sail with us. And I talked about those brand pillars, feel special. And there are so many ways that we do this on board. Really, just walking onto one of our ships feels amazing. There's White Star service where we have one crew member for every 2 guests. This is a beautiful part of our very storied history. You have white gloved service. And it's not, very in your face. There's just always a crew member waiting in the wings. If a guest ever is looking around like they need something, they pop in there and help them out. I mentioned Be Inspired. Of course, that you saw the itineraries that Seth has planned for you. They are amazing. But we also have amazing onboard lecture program. It's an award-winning program, just recently won a Reader's Choice Award. And we have event voyages as well on those transatlantic crossings that are just amazing with onboard entertainment. I mentioned freedom, and this is the most important aspect of the experience. You have lots of space, more square foot per guest, not only in the suites, but on board the ship as well, just all around in the public spaces. And you have so much opportunity to be busy with very unique activities to explore the ship or just relax at the spa or at the library. A really unique aspect of Cunard is that we are what we call luxury on a grand scale. We have the largest ships in the luxury market. So again, that just plays into, you have so much space, so much choice, so many activities. Or again, just be relaxed and grab a book at the most well-stocked library at sea. The choice is really up to you.
Yeah, when you talk about that library, it is stunning on all of the queens. And that is something that I know a lot of guests who are with me, and I call them friends, which they are friends. So my friends that are watching, and for those that are watching on a recorded of this segment, a lot of our guests at Holland America, when I was there, loved the library, and they took the libraries away. They're slowly coming back, but they're a bit more modern. Your libraries are really a glimpse of the past with the dark woods, but then a glimpse into the future.
Yeah, that's a perfect explanation of it. I think that's one of the magical pieces of the Cunard experience is it gives a nod to our history and those really beautiful storied parts of it, but it's always bringing things into the future as well. And the way that we tie that together is truly a magical experience. And yeah, I love the library too.
For sure. I don't want to put you on the spot here, but I do want to ask this question. Again, a lot of cruisers and a lot of friends that I have are familiar with the Holland America brand. Cunard being the same family in the Carnival Corporation, there are similarities. I hear that Cunard is basically what Holland America Line was, with the ballroom dancing and the lectures and the libraries and, all of the unique aspects that made that line what it was. Now they're kind of moving away from that. How would you compare the brands? If someone is really kind of on the fence with Cunard and they're saying, I really like this or I really like that, how would you explain that to our friends that are watching?
Actually, I just sailed on Holland and loved the experience. It was definitely, there was a lot of differences, and I love sailing on other brands, especially sister brands, because we do have a lot of crossover, but we do have those key differences, right? So our differentiators are really important. And I think for Cunard, you mentioned a lot of them. The ballroom dancing is such an amazing experience. Even if you're not, a competitive ballroom dancer, we have the largest ballrooms at sea. We have ballroom dancing lessons every day. I saw some really cool things that just really touched my heart. I saw, the dance room was it was full during the day with the dance lessons. And I saw a father and daughter. The daughter must have been about 14 years old. And they were dancing really well together. And I was like, oh, I can't wait until my daughters can dance with their dad like that. And then there's the gala evenings a couple times a week. We have 2 on most of our voyages. And they're so special. Holland had a lot of dancing and it was very lively and very fun. They had great music, but it was just a different mood. And definitely the interiors really set a different mood as well. Walking through a Cunard ship, there is just such beautiful detail and craftsmanship from top to bottom.
Yeah, I want to look at this. I mean, look at this theater. And what I love so much on the sides, you see those private boxes? Is that open to the public, or is that what are those boxes, Amanda? I mean,
yeah, that's a great point. Yeah, you can reserve them. They're open to the public. You can't reserve them ahead of time, but we never have a problem with, not being able to get one. This is a perfect way, in my opinion, to celebrate a special moment. If you have an anniversary or birthday, get one of those private boxes. We actually welcome you with a Cunard bellman who sets you up with champagne and canapes to enjoy during the show. It's about $30 per person for that private box, but definitely well worth it. Just a little special touch that you can add to a special celebration.
Absolutely fantastic. I want to go ahead and go over the Alaska itinerary once again, and then we're going to be talking about Canada, New England, but let's concentrate on the Alaska itinerary. And I'm going to bring this up here, and I want to show you that you start in Vancouver, you hit all the popular spots, but what makes this sailing so special is that not only do you have a full day in Victoria, because you really cannot see Victoria in 3 hours at night when other cruise lines stop there for their call. This is a stop that you will spend the entire day. You can have tea, not only on board Queen Elizabeth, but at the Empress Hotel. You can walk around, and Victoria is such a charming place on Vancouver Island, but Hubbard Glacier and Glacier Bay in the same sailing is really unheard of. So this is a special Queen, and I want to introduce you to the ship that you will be sailing on in Alaska for 10 nights, June 20th through the 30th of 2023 on board Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth is the youngest ship in the Cunard fleet, named in 2010 by Her Majesty the Queen.
I name this ship Queen Elizabeth. May God bless her and all who sail in her.
Both modern and spacious, Queen Elizabeth encompasses all that Cunard is renowned for: elegance, luxury, and unparalleled personal service. With a host of activities and events taking place on board throughout your voyage, you can be sure never to run out of ways to enjoy spending your time. Unwind in one of the many elegant public rooms and outdoor spaces. Enjoy the sea air and the view up on deck. Take a refreshing dip, or just relax in the sanctuary of the Royal Spa. Queen Elizabeth offers passengers a perfect combination of exploration and tranquility. There's a wide variety of culinary delights to enjoy, from the exquisite French cuisine of the Veranda restaurant, widely recognised as one of the best at sea, to the delicate Asian flavours of jasmine. Queen Elizabeth caters to every taste. The hardest part is deciding which of the delicious options to try first. Queen Elizabeth is noted for entertainment. The lively Yacht Club is a firm favourite evening venue, while impressive theatrical productions delight audiences night after night in the show-stopping Royal Court Theatre. With her Art Deco features and design flourishes, Queen Elizabeth is a ship that celebrates its ocean liner heritage in a modern context, combining a classic name with a fresh and modern spirit.
She is a beauty for sure. And once again, June 20th to June 30th is when we are going to go to Alaska. You know, I don't even know what to look forward to first. I've never been on Cunard. And Amanda and I were talking, 20 minutes prior to this. And I just feel like I'm this little kid that's like, oh, and then I want to see this, and then I want to see that. And then I don't even know what to do first, but I know that you guys do Alaska really well, and that you kind of separate yourself from the competition in all of the differences that you have. So of course you go to Juneau, Ketchikan, Vancouver, you stop in Skagway, but let's talk about, say, the culinary experiences on board Queen Elizabeth.
Sure. Yeah, I felt like I was just like you. I sailed on an Alaska voyage this past summer on Cunard, and I was like a kid in a candy store. I didn't know what to do first, but I knew I wanted to do everything. I had a hit list, and a lot of that was based around food. And there was tons of amazing food experiences on board. I mean, we have Alaska-inspired everything, from the buffet to the steakhouse at the Veranda, the afternoon tea. The pictures of me in there are our champagne afternoon tea. I highly recommend that. It is spectacular. Everything is fresh. They welcome you with a glass of champagne. They do a tea forte where you get to choose which type of tea you would like. It was literally the best tea I've ever had in my life. And then they bring all of these treats out on this tray. The top was savory things. There was a crab and cream cheese fried wonton that I will never forget. Out of the treats in the middle, there was a little miniature baked Alaska that totally blew my mind. It was the best baked Alaska I've ever had. And then to top it off, there were pumpkin spice scones. So it was just an amazing experience. But steakhouse at the veranda, just like in the video. The Golden Lion Pub had a spectacular hamburger. It was a brisket burger. I loved that too. I could go on and on about all of the food experiences. They were just amazing.
And the entertainment. I mean, this is what I think is so unique. Now, there are a lot of cruise lines out there that say they do Alaska the best. You got to watch and listen of what they're saying. How do they do the best? Now, when Cunard says that they do it well, they really do it well.
Yeah, and I think we're a little bit understated, unfortunately. I wish we could, go out there and say we're the best, but we're not the leader, that's for sure. But we are spectacular, and it is a different, very unique take on Alaska, which I absolutely love. And the entertainment is a huge part of that. I mean, of course, we have the gala events, which are really fun, but they're themed too. You can see a picture of me with my daughters there at our Roaring 20s gala. There's also an ice white gala. And there are so many special touches, ice sculptures, big band, that, a live orchestra that plays, just so many different things. And then also we have amazing speakers on board. Kenton Cool was on my voyage. He'll be on yours as well. We were so excited. Bear Grylls has joined our lineup for 2023. And Felicity Aston is going to be one of our speakers. She's like one of my heroes. If you Google any one of these people, you can see TED Talks and some of their accomplishments that are truly mind-blowing. They are, really inspirational to listen to. So love that. And then I will say in the theater too, back to the entertainment in the theater, it was some of the best theater that I've ever seen on a cruise ship. It was definitely not only the surroundings. I mean, you're in a beautiful theater that makes it feel like you're at the West End of London, but the performers are classically trained entertainers who do not disappoint. They are spectacular. They're funny. They're just amazing.
Yeah. And these are actual performances with dancers and singers. And it's not just a dance troupe. It's not just, it is literally an entire cast, which I think is phenomenal as well. I want to go back to that, to the thing here, the Dress to Impress at our spectacular ice white ball. That's one of the gala evenings only in Alaska, but what is it about? Do I buy a white tuxedo? What do I do?
You can absolutely buy a white tuxedo, and you are welcome to join in with the theme, which is they encourage guests to dress in silver, white, or blue, but you don't have to. You can be in a traditional attire, and a dark suit is fine for women. A cocktail dress is more than acceptable. But one of my experiences, like the whole dance floor has blue hues on it, and they have some amazing music that's playing for the dancing, which is a huge part of our experience. But when you walk into the Queen's room, there are these giant ice sculptures, and they're serving drinks. And this was one of the highlights, I thought. They have all of these beautiful martini glasses that have a bed of cotton candy, and they will pour some of the liquor down the ice sculpture, and it just sails down and lands in this beautiful martini glass, and things change colors. That's just one of many special experiences. The dinner is an all-out experience too. They have these beautiful menus. They're actually beautiful to touch and look at as well. You get an invitation that's delivered to your room before the night begins. It's just from start to finish, there are special touches everywhere.
And when you say that, I was in Sitka with Queen Elizabeth last year when I was on board, and it was pouring rain. That happens in Alaska, right? So when people are getting off of the ship I was on, people are running and they're having their things and they're doing, okay, off come the Cunard guests.
With an umbrella.
Ponchos that say Cunard, umbrellas with Cunard. Everything. And they have hand warmers Cunard. I'm like, what is this? So so many people are asking questions, and we're going to get to your questions here in just a bit. But what I want to tell you all about this, and this is no joke, and I called Amanda about, a couple days ago saying, and we've been working on pricing and getting amazing pricing for you guys. I can't tell you what Amanda has done for my friends. The prices, Amanda, are anything but. I mean, I'm telling you, and I'm just going through some of these. One person in a room, you can get a room for less than $2,000 for 10 nights on Cunard. How did you do this?
Well, we're really lucky that, another unique feature of Cunard is we are a luxury brand, and the entire ship is built for the most discerning luxury guests. But we do have balcony, interior, and ocean view staterooms, right? So there is a premium price, but all of those staterooms do come with little extras, right? Because we are a luxury brand. We're going to enhance and, again, detail special touches. But right now we have the Black Friday pricing that's going on, and you have your group. So
right. And I know, and Amanda said, so I'm putting her on the thing here. Amanda said she will make sure we get treated right.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is what I love so much. But I mean, inside rooms, that's where I'm staying. I'm in an inside room, less than $2,000 for one person in the room. And that's incredible. I mean, I am seeing rooms that are less than $2,000 a person for a balcony room. It is really and truly amazing. So if you are interested at all, please send me an email. Please log on to sailwithseth.com, whatever you need to do, because truly Alaska at that price is fantastic. And we're going to scroll that here at the bottom of your screen. Anything else that you want to talk about with Alaska before we move on to Queen Mary 2? I know that someone, and Yolanda says 2,000 USD. Yes. What about Canadian? Well, there are also some really good deals in Canadian dollars. And you email me, Yolanda, and I will get you that information. Joyce is asking about Queen Elizabeth here. Does the spa have a mineral pool?
It does not have a mineral pool, but what we showed there was it's an indoor whirlpool experience. So there's like a waterfall effect, and there are different whirlpools that you can turn on in there. So it's very relaxing. And then all around it are thermal suites that also include aromatherapy experiences. So that's one of the things that I enjoyed. I went into the pool first and got nice and relaxed. And then I tried out all the different thermal suites. And there was ones that were more traditional, like a sauna, and you get in there and relax. But there's also aromatherapy happening. My favorite, I got into one that was called a cool mist fog, or cool fog mist. And you get in there and you turn it on, and it literally felt like a blast of cool ocean air. It was so nice after the hot sauna experience. And the aromatherapy that was in there really made it feel like a cool ocean breeze with the scent that it created as well. So lots of different experiences in there. And Mariel Wellness was actually designed for Cunard by Canyon Ranch. And every treatment in there, there's hundreds of treatments available, all inspired by the ocean.
Which I love. And when you look at the spa here, this is just one of the many pictures that they have coming out of the spa. And it really, truly is a fantastic day. I mean, and when you're talking about Alaska, there is nothing like feeling cozy and warm and fun right there when you watch these glaciers and you watch these animals and you watch all of this stuff. So it really is such a really, really cool feeling.
And a great value. I just want to interject that to get a day pass, to go in there and use the pools and the thermal suites and everything, it's just $40. So really affordable.
I don't know how you got, I mean, this is not, it's not the same. I'm trying to think about how I could say this correctly. It's not the same as other cruise lines. You know, some might charge an exorbitant fee for this, and this is very reasonable. And to be that way on a premium brand is truly incredible. Again, Alaska is here. It is available. These prices are very limited. I know, Amanda, you wish that you can give these to me all the time, but they're very, very, very select. And if you are interested in Alaska, please send me an email. Again, sailwithseth@gmail.com. How about we move on to Canada and New England now?
Okay.
All right, let's talk about this one. Canada, New England is going to be a fantastic voyage. This is September 29th through October 6th. A lot of you might be saying, will the leaves change? What's going on? Well, you know, it's Mother Nature. It's kind of like asking the question in Alaska, are you going to see animals? Most likely, but you know, we don't know when and where. Same kind of thing with the leaves. I mean, as you make your way through the Canadian Maritimes, obviously, as far north you go, coming around into the region of from Nova Scotia into Quebec, there could be the possibility of seeing leaves changing. Regardless, it is truly something not only to sail out of New York City on such a legendary ship, but if you've never left out of New York's harbor before, it is a sight to see, and a sight to see on board Queen Mary 2. Take a look.
Already celebrating her first 10 years of service, Queen Mary 2 is Cunard's most iconic ship and the grandest ocean liner ever built. With her spacious interiors, soaring columns and sweeping staircases, Queen Mary 2 embodies the essence of luxury and extravagance, whilst allowing passengers to feel perfectly at home. Her sheer scale and distinctive elegant lines make her a head-turner everywhere she sails, while her luxuriously appointed staterooms, impressive bars and restaurants, and wide choice of entertainment and activities mark her out as a ship with a very special character. State-of-the-art facilities make Queen Mary 2 a hive of activity both day and night. There's the beautiful Queen's Room, the largest ballroom at sea, and the ideal location for a glamorous cocktail party, captain's reception, or gala ball. Buzzing and sociable, it's the perfect place to dance the night away under twinkling crystal chandeliers. The Royal Court Theatre fills the height of 2 decks and boasts a rich interior, reminiscent of a classic London playhouse. Here you can enjoy everything from Shakespeare to musicals to interviews with renowned personalities. All designed with the high expectations of Cunard passengers in mind. You may prefer to listen to expert guest speakers, watch opera in 3D, or sit back and take a virtual tour of outer space in the only planetarium at sea. For those who wish to unwind in perfect tranquility, Queen Mary 2 offers pampering in one of the most impressive spas at sea, Canyon Ranch. Exceptionally spacious with a whole spectrum of therapies and treatments, Canyon Ranch offers the ultimate spa experience. You can also enjoy a vast selection of culinary treats, whether your preference is Italian, Mediterranean, traditional British or Asian fusion. Queen Mary 2 offers an outstanding variety of cuisine, taking inspiration from many of the destinations we visit. Every Queen Mary 2 voyage is a special experience in its own right, but many guests also choose to celebrate a special occasion on board. Whether it's a birthday, an anniversary, or even a wedding, there's no better way to create lifelong memories. With her unparalleled sense of ocean-going style and luxuriously attentive White Star service, Queen Mary 2 truly is the First Lady of the Sea.
I think Beth puts it best here. Now I am drooling. Right? I mean,
Totally.
so many of my friends here that are watching and that are commenting says, you know, like MJ, for example. MJ is booked on board the upcoming Queen Mary 2, and she says it is her actual favorite ship. And she spelled favorite just like the British do because she's So Carol Beth is also saying my dream is coming true next September. Always wanted to sail on the QM2. And thanks to myself and to you for making this happen. Lawrence is saying, wow. Yolanda has a good question. Will dance hosts be there? Do you guys have dance hosts on board?
We do. That's another reason that dancers and dance groups love us. Queen Mary 2 has a sprung dance floor, and we have dance hosts on every voyage. Typically, they did go away because of COVID for a little while, but we're bringing them back starting on the full world voyage, which happens in January. So yes, they're coming back, and that is a big part of our onboard experience.
And Yolanda says yes.
Yeah.
And Connie says, okay, I am hooked. And Sue and Mark saying how to decide on which cruise to pick. What's your remedy on that, Amanda?
Oh gosh, do one of each.
I knew you'd say that. I knew you'd say that. There's so many people in the world that want to go on cruising. And when someone thinks about cruising, they really do think of Queen Mary 2 because she is just such an iconic piece of maritime history. She's the only ocean liner in the world. Isn't that right?
That is correct. And it's pretty spectacular. There's a documentary that was made about her that my husband made me watch. Actually, it was funny. And it talks about the craftsmanship. One of the details that I love is that she is 150,000 gross tons. So if you know about gross tonnage, I didn't until recently, and I'm still learning about it. That is a very big ship. That ship size of a ship normally would carry about 4,000 or more passengers, but Queen Mary 2 carries 2,600. So huge space ratios. You're just going to feel like you have wide open decks and all of those, special venues that they talked about. There's always seating available. You're never in a crowd or in a line. It's just a really classy experience.
Mm-hmm. I love that. And I love what Martha says here. She's booked and probably hooked.
I hope so.
Yeah, right? Exactly. So many, I think a lot of people out there and a lot of guests that I have out there are just so thrilled and so excited to just be traveling again, just trying to be getting out there and enjoying the world. And that's something that is really special to Cunard, isn't that? I mean, going from where we were and everything that your cruise line has dealt with in 180 plus years,
yeah,
to where we are right now. I mean, it's truly something.
Yeah, that really resonated during the pandemic in particular, because it's actually not the first pandemic that Cunard has been through in our history. We were in business during the Spanish flu. So it really, we've been through wars. Our ships were called into service during World War II. There have been so many major events in our history, and it really speaks to the strength and to the beauty of our brand that, people come back, and we're going to be here when they do. And, we're going to still carry on with these fantastic celebrations at sea.
Yes, indeed. One more quick look at how Alaska is different on a Cunard Queen. And then we will have Amanda give out some gifts to all of you friends that are watching. Take a look at Alaska by Cunard. Amanda, I want you to come with us.
I want to come with you.
Okay, so bring the kids, bring the husband, do all of it. Just party with us. We're a fun group and we have a great time. Martha's advice, pick both. I did. Lauren says, both of them. Kathy says, I'm doing both. And Jerry says, it looks fabulous. Linda has a question about World Club parties.
Oh, yeah, that was something that went away due to COVID as well. And we don't have a definitive date yet on when they will come back. It really all depends on the environment, with how things are happening in the world, where we're traveling, the length of voyage, the amount of cases. There are so many factors.
Stay tuned, Linda, for
Yeah,
sure.
stay tuned.
And Yolanda's wondering, is there a Black Friday sale? Yes, Yolanda. So the price that we were talking about earlier, way, way, way less. So send me an email, okay? Send me an email. And Lawrence, I love the quote, I'll be in touch, Seth Wayne. Thank you. Amanda, so I know that you have some goodies to give away, and this is what I need you to do at home, okay? I need you to say, you know what? Go ahead and put Cunard in the comment section. And once you put Cunard in the comment section, go ahead and hit enter or return or what have you. And then that will generate our system to then pick names. So you need to put Cunard into the comments, put Cunard in the comments, and then that will generate a program. We'll then select random guests, my friends. They will select those, and then you will be able to win a prize. Amanda will put them in the mail, and here we go. So Amanda, what do you have today?
So I'm going to start with one of my favorite travel items. It's the Cunard tech case. So you can put all of your cords and chargers and everything that you need to travel with, and just pack it nicely into your, I do it in my carry-on. So
great. I love that. I love that. And then what else do we have?
So the second thing that I am giving away is a set of passport holders. I love these. They're beautiful. They both say Cunard and have our logo on the front, and you open them up and they have lots of space for your passport as well as credit cards and a little space for money and things. So I'll give away a pair of these.
Cool. And you know what? If you could, can you open those?
Oh, yeah.
Show everyone.
Absolutely.
This is so unique. So that's the typical cover. And then when you open it up,
yeah. And then it opens here as well. So
that is because my passport cover is just the cover, and then it has the thing, and then you open it up. But this, you could actually put money and currency in, which I absolutely love. Again, go ahead and enter Cunard, and our system will then delete multiple entries. So go ahead and put Cunard into the comment section if you are interested in entering this contest. Okay, what else do we have?
So this is my last item, and it's one of my favorites. I haven't used it yet, but I just gave them away to some people, and they commented to me on how well they work. So it's a little travel Bluetooth speaker that says Cunard on it. And I love this because it's so small. I mean, you can put it in your purse, you can put it in your carry-on, and then wherever you go, if you're in your stateroom and you want to listen to some music, you can just connect it to your phone, and there you go.
All right. I love it. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Which one do we want to give away first?
The tech case.
The tech case. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let me open up this system. All of you that put in Cunard, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we have our winner. And our winner is Janet Towery.
Yay, congratulations.
Congratulations. So Janet, go ahead, and I have your address actually on file, so I will send that off to Amanda, and she will get that in the mail for you. Congratulations, Janet. All right, here we go. What are we going next?
The passports. Passport cases.
The set of 2 passport holders. Those are really, really, really cool. And we have some people that are entering. Again, Cunard, you can go ahead and enter that. We will continue to log in, and it is picking its winner. It is picking its winner. And we are going. And we have a winner. We have Kathy Esbacher.
Oh, awesome. Congratulations.
Kathy, congratulations. All right. Way to go. And who do we have up next?
So that is the Bluetooth speaker, one of my favorites that I haven't used yet, but I plan to.
Well, here's the fun part about it. You can go ahead, and we're starting the system and it's rotating. And what the fun part about doing that is that you can listen to music in your room. You can listen to music wherever you are, at the pool, at the beach, whatever it is. That's, such a cool thing to do. And I really, really, really do enjoy that. And they work really well. So That's always a good thing. All right, here we go. And we have our winner is, come on, system, come on. Ann Pierce. Ann, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Ann is the winner for our Cunard speaker. I wish we had enough for everyone, but you know what? I have a feeling that Amanda's going to have some prizes on board. So if anyone is familiar with our Sail with Seth fun raffle that we have on the first day on board our ships, I'm sure Amanda can come up with some
Oh,
fun.
yeah, I can get you some stuff.
Yeah,
Sure.
all right. That's perfect. Any other questions while we have Amanda, please feel free to go ahead and ask away. If you don't have any questions, even better, but please go ahead and email me at sailwithseth@gmail.com, sailwithseth@gmail.com, or you can go to sailwithseth.com and put in your request there. I will tell you that the prices, and I'm not just saying this because it's just really not, they're really unheard of. I mean, when you look at an Alaska room, be it an inside room, but I mean, you're going to Alaska and you're going to Alaska in an inside room for less than $2,000 for one person in the room. I mean, you talk about an amazing single supplement sale, let alone the price of that. A balcony for one person, less than $4,000. That's a really, really, really good option. And then Canada, New England also discounted as well. When you, before we take off, Amanda, what else do you want our friends to know about Cunard, about the Alaska, and about Canada, New England experiences?
Oh my gosh, you're just going to love it so much. Again, I just recently sailed with my family. It was phenomenal in every way. The customer service, the food experiences, the entertainment on board. And I know I mentioned I've sailed with my family a lot, and kind of not well-known thing is we get a lot of multi-generational families because we do have a full children's program as well. So it is fantastic for everybody in the family. My entire family loved it. I traveled with a group of 40 people as well, and they all had exceptional things to say. So you're going to love it. I can't wait to hear all the feedback.
Awesome. I can't wait to chat with you more and more. I know, Amanda, you'll join us as we get closer, because what we do, and I just wrapped this up with my January cruisers going to the Caribbean, we have Zoom meetings. And as the date gets closer, we start having our Zoom get-togethers. So I would love you to join us in some of our Zoom chats, just talking about life on board, talking about what we can expect, and maybe a couple of giveaways.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I love it. I love it. Hey, Amanda, thank you so much for making the time tonight to talk to us. I really appreciate it. I can't wait for all of us to experience Cunard, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Yep, thank you.
All right, you're so welcome. That was Amanda from Cunard Friends. And again, if you have any questions, follow the scrolling on the bottom here. It's sailwithseth@gmail.com, sailwithseth@gmail.com, and it is online at sailwithseth.com. Real quick, before we leave, I want to go over the itineraries with you. Again, June 20th through the 30th, it's the glacial experience, because you go to not only one, but two glaciers, all the popular stops in Alaska, of course, the famed Inside Passage, and a full day in Victoria. And then in the fall, September 29th of 2023, we hit New York City and continue our way north around the Canadian Maritimes, through Nova Scotia, through Quebec, ending in Quebec City with an overnight stay on Queen Mary 2. Again, if you've got any questions or you're interested in pricing, sailwithseth@gmail.com. These prices will not last, my friends. So go ahead and give me, it doesn't cost you anything to get a quote. So go ahead and send me a note, and I'm more than happy to help you out. All right. From all of us, have a great night. Stay healthy, stay safe, and I'll see you back here next time. All right. Take care, friends.